Hello, everyone. Again. Hi, again. Hi. Coming back at you here. I know I just left and I said, see you in the next one. Well, here's the next one. As I got off there, I was thinking I should give you some specific examples. Like when I say focus your time, set a timer, say I'm going to do 1 minute or 5 minutes or something. I have the Bach suites here. It occurred to me, like, what does that actually mean? What do you do? What do you choose? Okay, when you set that little timer, okay, and decide that you're gonna do some small little something, right? What exactly does that mean? Okay, well, let's have a few examples here, and I will show you exactly what I mean by that. Okay. So let's just take a look here. So I have here the Bach suites, all right, and we are just talk about right here at the beginning, right, with the da 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 da. Okay, so say I'm gonna do, I got 5 minutes, and of course, it's real easy to just play through the whole thing, right? Play beginning because it's such a great piece. We want to watch it, and we want to play it, and we just want to play through it because it's beautiful and we love playing it. But if I'm practicing it and I want to be, much more efficient with my practice, then something I want to do is, how about only playing, okay? I don't know if you can see my mouse here. Only doing here just, say I want to spend 5 minutes on string crossings, okay? All right. That would be a wonderful thing to focus on. Yes. All right. Just making sure when I'm going there between the open G and the D and the B there, am I actually making these string crossings? Okay. Nice and even. Sorry, I'm playing around with this here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, all right. When I'm going here on the string crossings, is the rhythm what I want? Okay. Am I practicing with a metronome? Do I hear nice even 16th notes as I am going through and playing this thing? And that's 5 minutes right there. Okay. That's just on the string crossing, which of course is just all right hand, which means, okay, and now that I'm thinking about string crossings and making them nice and even, of course, the first thing I'm going to do is go get my metronome. It's like, oh, is my metronome out? Maybe it wasn't out already, and maybe I need to go get it, okay? Another tiny little something that I've focused on before here in this thing is just, let's get over here, all right, is like, if you do, say you do this bowing, say you're doing a simplified bowing where you're going, all of these first 8/16 notes are down, and then this one is up. I might spend 60 seconds, 120 seconds, okay, put the timer on. Is this up bow on this G right here, is it sounding out correctly? Am I actually, crossing and changing to the up bow or whatever the up bowing is? Am I changing to that bow and getting the sound that I need when I change the bow, right? Or is it scratching? Is it just not good? Am I not changing the bow really well? So just like spend 2 minutes on the bow change, okay? I think that's this is what we're talking about when we're talking about breaking something down and practicing a tiny little something, then this is what we're setting our timer for. Another one, of course, with the intonation. Let's go on to the second measure here, if I can get it pulled up here. Whoa. Whoopsies. Okay. Let's go over here, which of course, sorry, messing around. Okay, which of course, when we get over here into the, you can see that, okay, when we have, 2 fingers down, right? We have first finger down on the D string, and we have second finger down on the A string, the E and the C. Gosh, that's an easy 5 minutes of I'm going to focus on the intonation, okay? Am I getting this first and second finger? Is the C major chord really, really, really in tune there, okay? Or is it not in tune, okay? Because what happens is I end up playing this whole first phrase here, you know, over and over again and just like straight through, and I just play all these notes because they're beautiful and they're wonderful and that's fantastic. But then, you know, what happens is then we skim over stuff, right? And that's where we get the anxiety. That's where we get, you know, that's when time is really not our friend. And so, you know, the best thing to do here is to practice just, okay, seeing if I can like, oops, get here, whoa, just this note here, okay, all right. I'm trying to get this E and this C in tune, and then I do it and it's in tune and it's like, you know, it's done. All right. That's what I was saying earlier, is that I don't have to come back to it as often, right? I spent 5 minutes on it. I spent 10 minutes on it. And by the way, my own little exercise here that I use, okay, when I'm practicing here, this little chord, you know, E and C and then the B, is I go back and forth between, you know, 1 and 2 with the E and C and then B and open D string, right? Because I'm still, you know, very much in, you know, the pieces in G major. I'm still, G major is still very home key. So tuning the first finger to the open D string is a great thing to do. And this is a great exercise, is to go back and forth. E and C, B and D. E and C, B and D. Back and forth like that. Okay, and then constantly checking that. And also checking the first finger, the E, against the G to make sure that's in tune. That's an easy little, you know, timer punch there. To work on the intonation, okay? Here in this edition that I just grabbed and pulled up so I could do this digitally, there's a crescendo in here, yes? Okay? And so, like, that's a good, you know, 10 minutes. Why? Well, you know, at what point am I using a little bit more bow? At what point in this phrase am I using, okay, you know, crescendo starts over here and it goes and it goes and it goes, all right, and we're crescendoing back until we get back to the home key of G, right? You know, at which point do I want to use more bow? At which point do I want to change my contact point and get a little closer to the bridge, okay? Am I changing where in the bow that I'm playing? This is an easy 10 minutes. And by the way, I said back to the home key here on this chord. Maybe, you know, like this timer, it has a 30-minute and a 60-minute option. Maybe you spin, maybe you put it on the 30 minutes, right? Something that takes a little bit more time, and you sit down at the piano and you analyze it, right? So that you know that this is a 1 chord to a 4 chord to a 5/7 chord back to a 1 chord. It's just a standard, you know, chord progression that Bach has geniusly written out here for us to create this, you know, prelude to the first Bach cello suite. Other things that I would focus on. Okay, let's go down here for a second. Let's see if I can get this to center up here. We have all this stuff, okay, where we start to, like this F sharp. Where am I? Okay, like this. Oh, I'm off the screen here. Oh, there we go. The F sharp to C business to the open D. Yeah, F sharp, C, open D. All right. One of my little 5-minute, 10-minute timer sets would be, is my tone, okay, am I connecting to the C string as I shift down there? Because look, I have all this right here. I'm playing, you know, I've been playing on D and A a lot, right? With that bass G string note, you know, coming in, but then on the D string a lot. And then all of a sudden, I have a C string note as my bass, as my kind of drone here as I'm going through the passage. Well, is my tone, you know, am I just like, is my arm weight and my tone and my bow path and all of those things, is it set on the C string the way that it needs to be? You know, what is the actual tone when I get down there to the C string? Okay, that's an easy few little minutes that you might set on your timer. Okay, another one is, you know, this business right here. sorry, you can't see the C sharp at the beginning of the measure. I got to figure that out for next time here. Sorry about that. You can't see that. But anyway, this C right here is a C sharp, right? This thing where our hand is like shifting in all sorts of funny ways to come up from the C string. Man, focusing on the intonation there, making sure that these notes are in tune with each other, the C sharp and stuff. Again, just like we're doing the intonation in those opening measures, this is an easy, hey, I'm going to set this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I'm just going to focus on the intonation. I'm just going to focus on the left hand getting to the right place on the fingerboard. I'm not even going to think about left hand shape. Hopefully I've been practicing that, and it's improving and it's getting better, which of course is a big part of playing in tune. But and this is where this is like the catch-22 of being a good musician and being conscientious of all these things, is that hand shape is great to work on. Bow hold is great to work on. String crossings, rhythm, practicing with the metronome. These are all the things that we're supposed to work on, but you can't work on all of them all at once. And if you don't set aside a specific amount of time to do something specific, you just get overwhelmed and you end up working on none of it, right? So it's like you gotta, it's like the parable. You gotta leave the 99 sheep, right? And you gotta go after the one, or else nothing gets done. I mean, it's so true. I guess that's why it's such a universal, wonderful parable. Okay, all right. So just a few examples here. I know I was just on here with you guys because I like being on here. I like talking to you. So just a few examples of how you can actually, some things to focus on, some things to break down there, and when you're setting that timer and trying to focus your practice. Okay, I hope this was helpful. If there's another piece, maybe there's another piece specifically you'd like some help breaking down, you're having trouble practicing it, and you want me to come on here and give you some examples of how to break it down, of how you can practice it a little bit better, a little bit more efficiently. I love doing this. I love talking about this, how to break things down. I think it's like one of the best uses of our time ever. So yeah, make some, thank you. Appreciate that. Make some suggestions. Okay. I'd love to, take a request and do some other, piece. Yeah. All right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. All right. I will see you. I will see. Could be in the near future. Could be in the very near future because I was just here and then I'm back. You never know when I'm going to come back. All right. I love getting on talking to you guys live. It's awesome. Okay. It's one of my faves. All right. I will talk to you all very, very soon. You never know how soon. Bye.